I'm just joking, guys. If y'all didn't see my sign, it said "will work for subscribers." I know my handwriting is a little shitty, but I don't know what's taking so long to get to 1,000 subscribers with me. I've kind of attested it to me not being as charismatic, or I guess I don't want to say this in a way that's going to offend anybody, because there are a lot of great reviewers out there, and this is just my personal opinion. I've never been a kiss ass, and I'm not saying that anybody is actually doing it, but I have my suspicions as to some of the ones who I don't want to sound like a hater, man. I know that there aren't a lot of reviewers out there who actually pay for a lot of the fragrances that you see in their videos and behind them. Some may actually be able to, but I know a lot of fragrance companies give people these bottles and samples and stuff just for, in some people's cases, giving them a great review or talking good about them, when actually in most cases some of these fragrances aren't worth a stamp and an envelope. So I've never been the one who's gonna sit here and say something smells good when it doesn't, or give somebody, you know, a shout out for something that isn't even worth shouting out. That's just not me. And I know my channel is a little raw, it's a little uncut. I know people don't like the fact that I wear a tank top, wife beater t-shirt, or I say what I say in my videos. A lot of people aren't gonna like this, and I understand that. But I love fragrances just the same as everybody else. I may not go full throttle when it comes to note breakdowns and always knowing fragrances top to bottom. I just know whether I like something or I don't like something, and I just want to at least hit that milestone of getting to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 900 and I think 23 right now, and it's kind of turning into a slow, grueling turtle race compared to everybody else. I know TLTG was behind me, and I know this for a fact because I kept track of it while, you know, he was doing his thing. And shout out to TLTG, great guy, and a great channel at that. He shot past me like I was standing still when it comes to subscribers. And I've tried to do all sorts of things as far as like networking and going on Facebook, Instagram and all of that, and trying to get people to come over. And it just seems like most of the people are the same people from my YouTube channel already that, you know what I'm saying, are already subscribed. So we gotta somehow find a way to get some new subscribers. I don't know what I have to do. If anybody has any suggestions, let me know. But it's pretty much turning into a slow grind right now. That's been my goal now for a little while. First, I didn't really give a shit whether I got there or not, but that is a milestone that I do want to reach, is 1,000, at least so I can start doing some live reviews. But it's just taking a little longer than I expected. So with that being said, the fragrance I'm wearing today is from basically the only fragrance house or company that has sent me anything, except for Zaharoff. I think that's the name of it. They did send me a sample of one of their fragrances, but Scentual Obsessions is the only fragrance house or company that has sent me several samples. I have several here in these boxes, And then I have the 3 that he initially sent me that I'm still letting mature. As you all know, Andy Warhol is my favorite. Let's see, what else? Andy Warhol and Lime in the Sky. The rest of these that he sent me, I already have had before. Like Ultramel, I've had that when I sold it. I have Dior Sauvage. I think I had or have Virgin Island Water sample already. I was looking through my samples to see if I had Millesime Imperial sample, but I don't. I already had 1 Million Lucky. I sold that one. Actually, I think that's the one I sold to Trey Sense. Actually, another Silver Mountain Water. Lost Cherry. I haven't worn yet. And Invictus Aqua. This is the 2016 version. And I haven't worn it yet. I think I sprayed it and it didn't really smell like much. So I'm letting it sit also. But I had the 2018 Invictus Aqua, in which to me it didn't smell that much better than something else I compared it to. Dolce & Gabbana, what is it? Light Blue is what I kind of got the vibe of without the aquatic note. But I sold that one also. I didn't really like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. But this one, Millesime Imperial, is a pretty good fragrance. I like it. I think this also was one that didn't perform too well when I first sprayed it. And I let it sit for a while. And it actually turned out pretty nice. Of course, the performance is going to lack some because of the small amount of sprays that you get with this little decant bottle. Of course, it's not going to average out to a full spray of a full-size bottle. But I do have 2 other fragrances here. And somebody did mention it earlier in the comment section. I think over on Facebook. How does this one compare from Scentual Obsessions? How does it compare to Sean John's Unforgivable? And they smell pretty close. I think the quality to me is, it seems a lot higher in the one from Scentual Obsessions. Not the marker, dumbass. The quality of this one smells better, and it smells like it's made of more higher end notes. Let me give myself a spray of this. Yeah, there's a difference. Definitely in the opening also. Something in this one gives off like a soapy type vibe. In the opening is what I get out of Unforgivable. And that does not happen with this version of Millesime Imperial. You don't get that soapiness. When this dries down, you do get, it does get closer to this Millesime Imperial. Now, Love and Luck from Ed Hardy also is supposed to be somewhat a clone of Millesime Imperial. It's not as close as Sean John Unforgivable. Ed Hardy Love and Luck is a little bit louder, but it smells great nonetheless. This has notes of bergamot, orange, mandarin, cardamom, mid notes of sage, cypress, violet, and absinthe, whatever that is. The dry down is musk, cedarwood, dark vetiver, and agar wood. It does dry down and start turning into what you get in Unforgivable and Millesime Imperial, but you can tell the difference. The opening on all 3 of these are different. This one definitely is of more quality. I can't give you guys, as far as projection and longevity, what this is right now. I mean, I can guess. I sprayed this on this morning about 6 something, and I actually didn't have to reapply until I want to say about 11 something. So I got about 5 hours with it being a skin scent. The first hour and a half with this on, hour to hour and a half, projection was pretty good. Longevity, like I said, around the 5 hour mark, pushing maybe 5.5. If I would have sprayed more, it probably would have been better. No compliments if you're wondering about it. I got no compliments with this one on today. I actually reapplied this one just before I got ready to go to lunch, and I was standing in front of the elevator, and I know for a fact people could smell me, but nobody said anything because I can smell me. So I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it was just me, maybe it was just my demeanor or whatever, but I think I was being pretty nice. I didn't have a mean mug on my face. It is what it is. But anyway, not bad, especially for the price point. Don't ask me what it is. I just know that he said it's not expensive. I'm not going to quote a price because I don't want to be wrong in this one, but I know it's way cheaper than paying what you would pay for Creed Millesime Imperial. I know that definitely. So check this guy out. Find him, Scentual Obsessions. Check out his website or their website. Find out what you like. This guy is an excellent, or this house is excellent for making clones. I know Dual, Alt, and Alexandria are also all three great clone houses, and they also do their own in-house fragrances, their originals also, so check them out. Shout out once again to Scentual Obsessions for the hookups. I appreciate it greatly. My guy over at TLTG, no disrespect, my man, I was not trying to throw shots at you, because I know some people will see this video and oh, Mr. Cheap said that such and such. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that certain people take liking to certain people, and your channel, I can honestly say for myself, is a whole hell of a lot better quality of review than mine. I don't do a lot of the stuff that you do. I don't have the money to go out and buy fragrances every single day. I don't have money to buy the best quality fragrances. I don't go out and buy Creeds and Manceras and all this other extremely high price stuff. That's just not my forte. I live within my means. I know you work a way better job. I think you say you work at the Mercedes company. So I know you make way more than both of my jobs put together. So it is what it is, man. I mean, big ups to you and everybody else's channel who's shot past me in the past month or so, or a few weeks. I'm at a standstill right now, and I flabbergasted as to what's going on. I don't know. Maybe I do need to change some things up a little bit. Sometimes it's not always good to stay the same. Sometimes you have to change up. But one thing I won't do is I won't be a kiss ass for anybody or any company. And like I said before, I tried to reach out to some of these companies and see if I can get some decants, something this simple or minuscule, and they kept telling me no. And they were acting like I was trying to get bottles. I don't care about the bottles. I just wanted samples of some stuff that I've never dealt with before, never smelled before, and give my honest opinion on something. And you know, I keep getting shot down. So like I said before, Scentual Obsessions is the only company that I know of. They may not be as big as like a Prada or Gucci or whatever, but this guy or this company does what they do. They do it well, and I appreciate it greatly. And he's even reached out to me even after I said that some of his fragrances didn't smell good, or maybe something didn't mature yet and it didn't smell right. And he even said he appreciated my honesty and whatever. So that's what it is. But no, TLTG, I'm not throwing shots at you or anybody else for that matter. I'm just saying, it just seems sometimes like people start getting all of these companies to send them all these fragrances and bottles and stuff like that. And I'm not understanding how. And I'm doing the same exact thing everybody else is doing. So whatever the case may be, it is what it is. Some things about this channel may change in the future, but for the most part, I'm going to still be who I am. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm not sucking up to somebody to purchase fragrances and all this kind of, to not purchase, but to get free samples and bottles and all this kind of stuff. It just is what it is with me. And, you know, if things taper off and I fade off into the sunset, it is what it is, guys. But I need to get my behind back to work. Thank you guys greatly, especially the ones who have been with me from the beginning. I know every blue moon somebody messages me and lets me know, hey man, I've been with you since day one when you had only 20 something or 30 something subscribers. I appreciate the support and the love and you hanging in there with me all this time and dealing with the ups and the downs, because we had some bumps in the road. Some people out there wanted to be ignorant and try to test the throne or attack the throne, and you know, we dealt with it how we dealt with it. So for all the new subscribers, thank you again for subscribing. Thank you for sending me friend requests and doing what you're supposed to do when I say do it, which is make sure you message me and let me know that you sent me a friend request and where you're from, so I'll know. Make sure you hit the like button. I'm not telling you guys that you have to hit the like button. You can hit the dislike button if you like. If you don't like this video or any of my videos, you always have that option. Please make sure you subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Share the videos. Let people know about your boy. At least help me get to 1,000. Good God, man. If I can at least get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll be happy, man. At least I can talk to my core fans again, my core subscribers, and get back to what I love to do, and that's talking to these people. I love talking to these guys and, you know, answering questions, and we used to have so much fun. So with that being said, I got to get out of here, guys. Once again, it's your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense. Help a brother out. Help a brother out. We'll work for subscribers. And I'm out. Peace.